Good day, Assalamu alaikum, Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna, Ram Ram. Welcome to Honey Walia Shows. I'm your host, Sunil Fool. We always talk about different topics which pertain to the society, which pertain to the children, what we are doing to improve the future, improve what we are trying to do to build our future. Today we have our guest, Manwar Khan. I have no words to explain, like he is such a fantastic person. He is involved in the community, he is a volunteer, and his role in bullying, the spreading the word, informing the community about the bullying is fantastic. He's working on the grassroots sites, like informing the parents, children, and he has got involved in this thing since 2012 with the LRT in the incident. Before I go further, welcome Manwar.
Thank you, Sunny. Thank you for having me at the show.
Thank you, Manwar. So Manwar, we are going to talk about the bullying and how it's going to affect the children and what parent can do about it. My first question to you is how you define even bullying.
So, Sunny, thank you for having me here at the show. Bullying can happen everywhere. It can happen at work, school, community, at workplace, anywhere. But the definition of bullying would be it's an intentional behavior to hurt, harm someone or humiliate someone with the purpose to hurt, obviously, over and over again. It could be either physically or mentally.
So if we say bullying, right, like when we are talking about the bullying, is it sometimes why I'm saying that, we try to encourage our kids also. When we are encouraging or mentoring or forcing them to do something, we are basically kind of pushing them, right? The word's difference, I think, is a very defined line. And the kids play, and they, when they play, they bug each other. Yeah. Where's the fine line, or how do you say is a plaything and is a bullying? Where do you see is a difference, or when cross the line?
That's a great question, Sunny. There's a fine line between this, because teasing and bugging, or teasing, bugging, or bullying are not same. Sometimes all teasing are not bad. Friends teasing each around and having fun, that's helps them to create bond, friendship. For example, the basketball team, best basketball player in our team, misses a dunk, and a friend passed a comment right away, "Hey Magic, nice shot." That's a teasing. What happens here? They laugh it off, but also at the same time they make sure that the friends, they're still friends and they're joking around.
So Manwar, okay, so I'm jokingly I'm saying, so if she's called me fat, I'm not fat, I say I'm chubby, I'm prosper. So it's not a bullying, is a...
No. Again, if it is, say, if that person is telling this over and over again and to hurt that person, then yes, it would be bullying. There are some teasing, if it's meant to hurt someone again and again, then it's bullying. Then I tell my kids sometimes that, okay, how do you know it is bullying or bugging? Then the question I ask them, so do you like when they tease them? My son would be saying, yeah, I like it. So next question would be, do you think if you tell them that you hurt my feeling, are they gonna stop? If they say yes, they're gonna stop, then it's not bullying.
So bullying not is only verbal, then, if I understood correctly. It could be physical, it could be in writing, it could be mental stress, anything. Bullying can go in any way.
Yeah, there are different types of bullying. It is very important for us to understand what kind of bullying we are dealing with. I mean, how it is impacting your child. So there are verbal bullying, which we all know, that name calling, spreading rumor, and all these kind of things. There are physical bullying that is kind of a little bit violent. I would say hitting, pushing, and damaging someone's property. For example, your kid's belongings, lunchbox, pencil missing, books missing. So those are kind of physical bullying. And there are another type of bullying, emotional and social. Sometimes we call it rational bullying. This is a tough one, tricky one. It is done behind your child's back to ruin their reputation. So this is not the good one, actually. It's very difficult to identify sometimes. And the other one is, we all know, cyberbullying. The bully use social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to bully someone. And unfortunately, cyberbullying now expanded its boundary to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
So, how does it affect the mental health of child?
It does, actually. It does. So bullying actually affects not only the person who is getting bullied. It affects everyone. It affects the person who is getting bullied. It affects the person who is bullying, and it also affects the person who witnessed the bullying. It creates a negative vibe in everyone. And there are a couple signs. I mean, you can tell how they are gonna suffer, how they're gonna face it. For example, anxiety and depression. It has so many negative impacts: mental health, substance use, even suicide. So I would say the first one would be depression, anxiety. They come home, they are sad, feel loneliness. They don't want to go back to school. So these affects so many ways. Again, some kids take it differently. Not every kids take it the same way. There are some kids, they take this behavior and say, speak up, which is good. We encourage that. But there are some kids, they recognize this behavior, but they retaliate. Instead of speaking up, they do the same. In that case, they are just doing the same thing to the bully. And there is another group, they recognize the behavior, they tolerate it, and they go along with this. They think it's not gonna change.
So, Manwar, we work, we are adult, we go to office, we go to jobs, and occupational health and safety talk about the harassment and violence policies, like we should not be harassing, but that happens only when we are adult or when we are working or in a workforce. And then there is a policies and procedures in place, or is regulated, that the word I'm looking. But in school, how do you identify bullying? Like, how do you know your child is getting bullied?
So that's a good question. So if you're asking me how would I find out your child is getting bullied, you can look for some warning signs. Number one, when they're coming home, check their clothes. If it's ripped, they have missing belongings, they didn't find their pencils, books, and they lost their lunch bags, and they didn't eat lunch, maybe somebody ate lunch. And these are one. There's another one, they're sad, they feel loneliness. And the other thing I would say you can watch for it is their grade goes down. They're doing poorly at school because they don't have interest in school anymore, because where they go, people bully, or kids bully them. So they don't wanna go to school. They try to find out a way not to go to school. And those are the sign, I would say. If you see that, you have to take appropriate action for that.
So as a parent, like if I know my child is getting bullied, Manwar, my child is getting bullied, or these are the signs I'm noticing, like, he's not eating, he does not want to go to school, child doesn't want to go to school, clothes are ripped, lunch is missing, or things are missing, and when he comes, he's crying, all those signs. So as a parent, what should I do? What I should be doing? Should be I talking to the school principal, the children who are getting children who are bullying my child, their parents, what my action should be?
So Sunny, that's a nice question too, actually. And it's very important. The first thing is you have to identify if it's bullying. Mm-hmm. And the first step would be talk to your child. Listen to them, what they say. If you feel like that they are getting bullied, do not overreact. Mm-hmm. Tell them that this is not their fault, and you have their back, and you do everything in your power to help them. That's the first thing we will be doing as a parent. The next step, I will be setting up a couple appointments with the teachers at the school and find out what is going on. And you can ask teachers. It's always the approach, right? You can tell them that is my kid can get along with everyone, what they spend with the free times, and all these questions. You can find out. If you find out that yes, it's a bullying situation, mm-hmm. then yes, you need to talk to the teacher, and they will be taking necessary steps. But in some cases, you guys both find out that no, it's not a bullying. Then I would say you go home and stay alert, because there might be something other that's bothering her, that's making her sad, feeling loneliness and isolation. So in some cases would be you can go back, talk to the school counselor about that.
So the school counselor is also there. So if the child is getting bullied or bugged, then you can go to the counselor. Do you know anything about like if the education system has any support program?
The thing is, if these kind of things happen, kids generally first go and should be going and talk to the parents first. And that parents would be talking to school, which means it would be the class teachers who spend most of the times with them. Because they are the best person to know who are your kid's best friend, they're hanging out, and who are the friends and how they spend free times and what's the relationship with them. So I would say yes. I mean, the teacher, and the next step would be the teacher can include counselor. I would say, I mean, it is important to bring counselor in the loop.
And you know, the whole process is happening, just thinking about a parent, because I have my own kids too. And then I have seen in a school system, you know, the kids have the tagged, you know, he's a foster child, he's an adopted child, he's a lazy child, they kind of group it indirectly and unintentionally, right? And they start paying attention, or other people get attention to it, right? So how do you stay positive in the whole process? Because as a human, I can understand if my child is getting bullied and I know, and he does not want to go to school, it's going to affect me also. Like I will be losing temper, I will be angry. How to stay positive?
That's a very good question, Sunny. There are a couple things. The first thing I would say, you take bullying seriously. When your children talk about this, please take it seriously. Make sure, let them understand that you are taking it seriously, and bullying, you will not accept bullying anywhere. Even your kids, the situation might be my kid is bullying someone else, maybe. In that case, I have to be positive, which means I have to set a rule that I need to let my kids know bullying is not right. You cannot hurt other people with this bullying behavior. That's the first one. The second one, teaching your kids to how to deal with friends and with being respectful and kindness. They need to understand they can get whatever they want with the kind and being respectful.
Congratulations. I know about your movement, Do Not Be a Bystander, and for that you have been recognized by the Governor General of Canada in Ottawa. Yes. You also have received RBC Top 25 Canadian Immigrant Award, alongside with the Dragon Dance, Erling Dicklin, and NBA superstar Steve Nash. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Would you mind to tell us a little bit more about this Do Not Be a Bystander movement?
Sure. So it's amazing, absolutely, and I'm honored with that award. This movement I started in December 2012. Sunny, as you know, that there was an LRT incident.
Yes, sir.
In Edmonton LRT, and there was a beating incident, and unfortunately that person died. And I was one of the persons who witnessed and tried to intervene. Obviously, I was not successful, and but after that, I felt like that as a bystander, we should not be just watching and doing nothing. People need to step forward and try to save other people, help other people. That's why I started this rally. It's a Do Not Be a Bystander campaign, and I go to different cities in this province. So far, I organize 21 rallies in this province, and just to having the rally, empowering the kids. That's the purpose, empowering the kids, victims, that you are not alone. If somebody is bullying you, take a stand for that. Do not be a bystander. If you cannot find the help, go and find the help for that person, but just don't walk away from there.
And when we're on, because it's a campaign, is a movement going on, and you are leading it. So could you tell our viewers, if they notice something or they want to get involved with it, how they can do it, how they should be contacting you, or
Yeah, so that the first thing I wanna tell my viewers here that there are 7.8 billion people on this earth. Do you really wanna give one person the power to let you ruin your life? You are way more stronger than you think. Take a stand against bullying. Do not be a bystander.
Thank you, Manwar. And last, what message would you like to give it to our viewers, or the parents or the children, how to fight it, how to recognize what they should do if they know or notice they are getting bullied, or in their circle someone is getting bullied?
My message for the victims of bullying here is, please, if you are getting bullied and if you know someone is getting bullied, please do not be silent. Always be safe. Please talk to the parents. Let someone know. Let an adult know. If you don't feel comfortable talking to parents, please talk to your teacher. But try to be there for your friend. That's the purpose of my campaign, is do not be a bystander. You do have the power. If you speak up, you might not know it will stop. So I would say, yes, please, always do not isolate yourself. Go and talk to your parents when a situation like this.
Thank you, Manwar. Thank you for taking your time to come to our Honey Walia shows and talk about about your campaign. Do not be a bystander. And once again, congratulations. It's such an honor to be recognized by the Governor General of Canada in Ottawa. You were there. You got recognized. You got the medal. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Keep doing all the good jobs you are doing, and if we as a Honey Walia shows we can be any support to you, please do let us know. We are just a call away.
For sure. Thank you so much for having us here today.
Thank you, Manwar. You are watching Honey Walia shows. I'm your host, Sonal Fool. Today we had Manwar Khan, who gave us a important information on bullying, how to recognize, how to identify, and once you know someone is getting bullied, just don't be a bystander, do something. Keep watching Honey Walia shows. I'm your host, Sonal Fool. Sat Sri Akal, Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna, Ram Ram.